So the setting's different, obviously. I just got tired of like sitting down. I wanted it to be like a more neutral. Okay, well, anyway, more neutral state. Right, let's get into it. So let's go on with the piles. So for the first one, it's going to be this like, I don't know what it is, but I just like scrunchies, and you guys know that. So there's that one. There's this orange one. So this is for pile number one. Pile number two is this glittery, like super cute, like shimmery scrunchie. That's pile number two. And then of course we have pile number three, which is a snowflake like plaid pattern. If you guys can see it, that's pile like three. So we have A, B, C. All right. So if you go, for those of you who chose pile number one, so what is the question, right? The question is, how would a tarot reader describe you? So yeah, if you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you guys can get playing more actually like videos like this, where I'm going to be doing a lot more interactions. Spirit just wanted me to like show my face for some reason. I don't know. If you guys want to see my face, I'm so sorry. But alright, let's get into this. So for pile A, how would a tarot reader describe you? How would a tarot reader describe you? Oof. Okay, so I see here that you're very artistic. So with that, you're very kind of like, right, and at the bottom of the deck, the Lover's card. Okay. Here I see that you're very artistic. You're the type of person that is very passionate, very driven, very goal oriented, right? And you also have, how can I say this? You have the type of like stamina to actually, you know, help others out, like as in stamina, as in like, I'm sorry, endurance. So you have that type of endurance to help people out, and you have the ability to actually communicate effectively on like what it is like you like need and want. If not, that's like something that you are very like attentive on working on. So there's that. I also do see here that you're a bit of a flirt, or you just like flirt with life. You're very like open. You're very open to life, and it does show here where, got my hair, you guys. It does show here where you have the type of ability to actually see where things get going. You have you have that type of like completeness, right? People like to be around you a lot of the times. You might not really see the bigger picture, you know, and so at times it's kind of like you might be a little astray. For instance, here with the Six of Cups, I do see hold on. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so getting back, so here I do see like there is like a sense of kind of like the Six of Cups. I do see here where you have the sense of memory, right? You have a really good memory and you could paint the picture. So if anybody asks you like, hey, pile A or scrunchy one, like what do you remember this and that, and you can like actually tell them down to the T. So yeah, that's really good about you. I also see here with the Four of Swords, which is kind of like you're very touchy, you're very touchy, feely, kind of like a person. Don't worry about these cards. These are very like, this is like my sexual tarot, but I'm using this because the cards are really small and my work surface area is really small. Okay, so back to it. So I also do see here where, like I said, you're very touchy-feely, so you might be very like hands-on for like a project or like a task if you're taking on, even like your life goals, right? You're very hands-on instead of like you just let spirit just be like, okay, well, you know, it's spirit, like, you know, it's okay, like it's time for me to just wait. You're not the type of person to wait, you're the type of person to take action. So there is like Cancerian type of energy there too. Here with the Magician, I do see where there is the type of like you really do manifest what you want, and you focus on it. You have all the tools and materials needed, the spiritual tools obviously needed in order for you to develop and manifest what is needed in your life, what you want in your life. So for those of you, you guys are like you guys are like outstanding, like pretty good master manifestors, right? I have that myself, so it's not very difficult to, how can I say this? It's okay. And you also have the ability to, you like embrace life. You embrace people's conversations. So there is that. Let's get. Oh, with the Lovers card, you also have Gemini, so it's air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have that the type of, how can I say this? Like I'm getting kind of like that seduction, that thrive. Okay, so I'm getting fire, right? You could be an Aries, Leo, Sag, right? Let's get some. So that is your tarot. How would a tarot reader describe my pile? Or squishy one, whichever, however you guys want it. Man, I should really not work on this line. How would a tarot reader describe? Ooh. So if you had a question, it's a yes. And maybe you're a yes. This came out of yours. Alright. So the first we have an ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So I feel here you embrace life. You actually embrace life to the point where you're just like, oh my god, this is so beautiful, like I'm gonna be all for it. Yes to the question, or you're the type of person that's always like saying yes to life. I think it's like out of focus. Okay, well when talking came out in reverse, so longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So it's kind of like you're like a lone wolf type of person, or you can be. You might be like an omnivore. For those of you who don't know that, you know, go ahead and Google it. But I think my Google just turned on. No, okay. So yeah, in the reverse, it's kind of like you do have that notion of like hanging out like by yourself, like you'd rather be in your own. So it's like giving me like solitude. This is giving me like Virgo energy, right? So dance with life. A lot of you like to dance by yourselves. Do something to change your energy. I feel like you're always, you know, moving. You're always transforming. So some of you could be Scorpios, right? There's like that transformation that's always going. This is very difficult for people to keep up with you because you're just like, okay, well, you know, I've done this. It's time to do that. So that is pretty much like, let's get, okay, so we have V, first, last, middle, or initial. These are just my messages, like maybe it could like resonate with you. Maybe you're pretty indecisive because that flew out. I do feel like for some of you guys could be like an air sign. That doesn't always or you have like heavy energy of like air in your chart. If you don't know your natal chart, go ahead and check out the links in the description box down below. Let me see. Can I get one more, please? If you guys like these videos, like, let me know down in the description box, because I mean, sometimes I don't like, as much as I'm like, I like to be an ambivert, I prefer to be an introvert because I just like to work a lot. Well, anyway, so we have M, first, last, middle, initial. I feel like this is kind of like you moving, how can I say this, like more quaint, right? And a Leo, like I said, you have a lot of wand energy, so you have a lot of fire in you. Also, you are the type of person who is intact with like their higher being, like the basically the supreme light, right? The end all be all. So you're very connected to spirit, I'm hearing. You're very like chivalrous. I don't even know what that word is, but there is a type of like notion where you have the type of like personality to always take action. So you're very like masculine, right? But yeah, so you know your true self. That is what spirit is telling you. So pile A or scrunchy 1, like let me know if this resonated. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you soon. I'll have way more detailed videos for this, and I'll start doing personal readings, private readings in the near future. Okay, all right, so don't forget to stay positive. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile B or scrunchy 2, this is your reading on how would a tarot reader describe you, as in me, right? Okay, enough further jokes, right? If you guys haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can get plenty more readings like this. I am also going to start doing private readings, so stay tuned for that. I'm just working on the listings. So we have the 7 of Wands. Of Wands? What? So this is kind of like telling me where I feel like spirit does not want me to use these for some reason. Okay, so I'll just use these. That was weird. Alright, so how would a tarot reader describe you? Sis and or bro, let me describe you. Alright, so with the 4 of Wands, like you don't really like you are not the person to not depart. This is kind of like you're very supportive and there's always like people around you. You're very like a people person, I'm getting, and this is also giving me like the type of energy where you're just always in I'm not saying confrontation, but you're somehow like always in the type of like in somebody's like conversation, because they're like, oh yeah, you know, pile B did this, like maybe we should ask them and this and that, and then this is like kind of like it creates kind of like conflict. People are very like they have a tendency of creating conflict with you for some reason. Maybe you're just popping, you're paid, pretty, and popping, so like that's why. Okay, so yeah, let's see, how would a tarot reader describe my pile B? Ooh, we have the 7 of Swords, so don't take this the wrong way. You know, this is just a reading for funsies, right? Take however the energy resonates. Ooh, and the Lovers just popped out. So I see here with the 7 of Swords, this is giving me very kind of like you like to work you know, behind the scenes. You don't really project like your personal information out there. You're a very private person, I'm getting. You also have the tendency of making mature decisions. This is why a lot of people have conflict with you, because you just come up with a lot of information. A lot of the times, especially like in the work area, I'm getting like there's a lot of conflict there. Even in your personal life, right? Friends and family members, they kind of like envy that type of like notion where you're the type of person who is like quick on their feet, right? I'm also getting Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, like air sign, just because of this Lovers card. This is giving me like heavy, where you're just like in a harmonious relationship too, like, or you just like love yourself, right? You're very like tentative towards yourself. So you're a private person. You only reach out when you have to. So yeah, how would a tarot reader describe my pile B? All right, here with the Knight of Swords, this is giving me like heavy. You like to act on ideas, right? So this is very active. You're a very active person, so you're very like in your masculine energy. This is also giving me to the notion where you like to take action. You're very like adventurous. You're the adventurous type, and it's just like I'm getting heavy like air signs, so this is very heavy. At the bottom of the deck, you are abundant, so you are pretty close to achieving your goal, or you're always close to like always achieving your goal like very rapidly, I'm getting. So that is your tarot. Let's get some more messages. So how would a tarot reader describe my pile B or scrunchie? Also with the scrunchie, I did feel like you are very kind of like lighthearted. Like, I know it's weird, right? So DLR, okay, 2. You're very harmonious in your partnerships. You really like to help people out as well, and you pay attention to people like when they just, you know, they're down. LRD, I feel like that's like your first, last, middle, or initial, like those letters. And this is also giving me like if you take these L's, like it's fine because you learn from it, right? And this R is like you're always like are right always, as in like you take the right steps, as in like, you know, if you mess up, that was the right step, that was meant for you, right? Again, see an air sign, dude, I swear, Libra, and you're always like balanced. I feel X-ray. I feel like your ex like really misses you, or like your exes are like really wanting to be back in your life, or it could be where you're really like close to your ex for some of you. D, I feel like I don't want to say it, but like some of you guys, like I'm getting like design, I'm getting like deeds, you know, where you guys are really helpful in your community. So how would a tarot reader describe my pile B? Oh wow, your roots, you're very grounded, so I'm getting earth energy as well. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also say take a leap of faith, so it's giving me like the magician vibe of energy, like the Fool, right? And you're manifesting and you take that action, you leap. Also here with the Queen, you have like that knowledge, like you're always in abundance, I feel, and that's really what people like, why people gravitate towards you. And this is why, like, maybe for some of you, this is why your exes stand out. There's a lot of people that envy you. You're very like, I'm not saying you're an envious person. If you are, you know, I don't know, I guess, you know, take this message if you guys know you are. And then you're always coming up with creative ideas. You're always, you know, on the lookout for like, okay, how can I make this like innovative? Whether if it's on the fly or if it's just like you've been like, you know, doing this for a while and you're like, okay, so it's time to do this. Yeah, so that is your reading for how a tarot reader would describe you. So if you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to stay positive. 3 or pile B, scrunchie 3, if you have chosen this like Christmassy scrunchie with the little snowflakes. I feel like you like holidays a lot. You're very passionate with the red I see here, and you like to stand out from the crowd. So that's what I'm getting from the scrunchie. So how would a tarot reader describe you for my pile C spirit? How would a tarot? Ooh, okay. With the Hierophant. That kind of like flew away. With the Hierophant here and the Wheel of Fortune, like this is giving me heavy vibes of where you're very like, you know, in tune. In tune as I'm saying like body, mind, and soul, or you're approaching that kind of like threshold, right? Here with the Wheel of Fortune, you're always in a new, it's always like it's something new for you, something's always happening, like it's always like it's stagnant. I feel like there's like transformation as well. That was with one of the other piles. You guys might want to check that out if that resonates with you. But this also is like really helping you out, because like you get to help people out as well. I'm also getting where okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm also getting with this where we're still talking about the Hierophant, where I'm also getting here where you have that type of like tradition to uphold, like a legacy, right? This is very helpful for you in the long run, just because of the fact that you are very grounded, like I said. Also here with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, to get 2 major arcana in like, you know, the first couple of seconds of your reading, like you're very grounded. I also do get here pile C where karma's always on your side, and there's always like justice for some of you. You could be working in like law, you could be, you know, an air sign. There's always that type of like fortune that's among you, and it's like always falling in your favor. I feel like you are very in tune with spirit as well. That was for another one of the piles. So yeah, let's see, how would a tarot reader describe you? I'm not gonna take those because they're like in the pile in the deck, so I feel like it's my energy. Does that make sense? Ooh, another one. So the Hermit, I feel like you don't find solitude, you're actually always out. Here with the Hermit in reverse, it's telling me, yeah, it's telling me where like you're a bit of indecisive. It can be at times where you just like withdraw, but there's like a sense of like type of loneliness that's going on. I don't know, that's for some of you, but you have the sense of like never belonging with like your tribe, or you just don't feel like you belong yet. You're kind of looking for that. You are pretty indecisive again, right? You guys, okay, so with the Two of Pentacles here, this is giving me where you have like a type of balance, right? Again, it's like with the Hierophant, with the Judgment card, as with the Judgment. Why? I don't know why the Judgment, because it's not on here. This is also giving me when you make a decision, you're set for it. You can have a lot of decisions coming at you right away, but you're just like, no, I'm gonna make this decision and it's gonna be the right decision for me, because you know you're moving forward, and then this is like what's gonna help you out, right? Here with the Nine of Swords, sorry about that, you guys. Sorry if my hair is like all like whatever. So here with the Nine of Swords, this is giving me like heavy, like you get a little bit of anxiety sometimes because like you take on the world, right? So yeah, with the Moon, this is also telling me like there's a sense of like intuition. You're very in tune with your intuition. So your tarot. Now let's switch over. How many minutes do we have? Okay, which time do we have? Okay, so here, take some more messages. How would a tarot reader describe my pile? Ooh, grass is greener on the other side. This is also giving me to the point where it's just like a lot of people have left you, or they just like, you know, withdraw from you, and then they're like, dang, like I wish I was like around pile like C, right? Because it's just like, man, I miss them, like K, like you're just like okay with it. A K for slice, middle, or initial. This could be like your name. Also, baby steps. You take baby steps, or you're always taking steps in order for you to get a successful outcome towards your future in life, or whatever it may be. This can be like friendship, relationships, you know, like in the workplace, your personal life, even at school, right? For some of you who are going to school, ooh, flow. You are flowing with creativity, honey. Like, this is helping you out a lot. Like I said, this person, as in you, because I'm describing you, you know, how would a tarot reader describe you, right? Is very in tune with their intuition, and that's where creativity flows with them. So let's see, let's get a couple more. Wow, those flew out. Okay, so O, I feel like this is KO. You knockout. You're a knockout for some of you. I didn't think I was gonna like describe you physically, but it's just like you're a knockout. Basically, you're pretty hot. You're attractive. You're an attractive person, mind, body, soul. E, okay. For some of you, I'm getting like some of you could be like on the keto diet, right? It could be. Oh gosh, I'm getting like messages and I can see them. This is so different for me. So let's get one more here. How would a tarot reader describe you, Spirit? I feel like when things fall apart, you have the ability to stay grounded. I'm getting very like Gaia energy. D, first, last, middle, or initial. I feel it's just like you deal with stuff a lot, like, and you like, yeah, you're very passionate. Leo energy, okay. You're very passionate, you're very grounded, you're very strong. I'm getting as well, you could be a heartbreaker for some of you guys out there, or you could be going through some heartbreak, you know, but it's okay. Like, you live and you learn. It is what it is, and F what it was, right? You're a flirt. For some of you guys could be little flirts, I feel. You guys even flirt with life. I feel like you're very kind of like, you know, happy-go-lucky, kind of. That's why that motto came out. It is what it is, and, you know, and F what it was. So I'm also getting like this Drake song. I forget what it was, but like I used to go by this motto a lot, and it's I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. So yeah, and maybe there's a little bit of indecisiveness that you could be having, so about life, about like your next upcoming life decisions. So yeah,